Let's get real about something that's keeping billions of people asleep. Distraction. Not just scrolling. Not just overconsumption. I'm talking about the systematic removal of presence at scale. Every second, every hour, you're being pulled, poked, seduced, and trained to disconnect from yourself. To run. To numb. To escape. But what are you actually distracting yourself from? See, most people think they're just avoiding boredom. They're not. They're avoiding themselves because when the noise finally fades, when the phone is off, the music stops, the TV's silent, and nobody's around, what's left? You. Your thoughts. Your past. Your emotions. Your unrealized dreams. Your guilt. Your pain. Your truth. That's what most people are running from. And they don't even realize it. This isn't new. This is ancient. Back in the Roman Empire, they had a term for this tactic: bread and circuses. Feed the masses. Entertain them. Keep them full. Keep them laughing. Keep them from thinking too deeply about how broken the system really is. Sound familiar? Now we've evolved that same blueprint. We scroll. We binge. We game. We gossip. We consume. And the people who entertain us? They get paid the most. Not because they bring the most value, but because they bring the most distraction. Athletes, actors, influencers, entertainers, all positioned as gods in a society that no longer knows how to sit in silence. Why? Because if you were ever left alone long enough to really feel, to really think, to really listen to yourself, you'd start to wake up. And the system? It can't have that. So it makes comfort addictive, dopamine cheap, truth taboo, and silence terrifying. But I want you to consider this. If someone offered you 100 billion, tax-free, anything you want, but in exchange, you die tomorrow, would you take it? Of course not. Because even though most people act like their time is worthless, deep down they know time is the most valuable currency in the universe. And yet, we throw it away. Every scroll, every binge, every loop, it's not just a waste of time. It's an investment in unconsciousness. And here's the kicker. There are billionaires right now who would trade their entire fortune just to be 20 again, just to get time back. Because money can't buy it. Power can't slow it down. Fame can't freeze it. So why are we so quick to waste it? Because facing ourselves takes courage. And society hasn't trained you to be courageous. It's trained you to be convenient, to be compliant, to be constantly distracted from yourself. Let me ask you something deeper. When you reach for your phone in silence, what are you avoiding? When you drown yourself in noise, what truth are you trying not to hear? When you can't be still, what emotion is waiting for you beneath that movement? You see, distraction isn't the problem. It's the coping mechanism. The real issue is what you've never been taught to sit with. Your unprocessed pain, your shame, your regrets, the pressure of unfulfilled potential, the truth that the life you're living might not even be your own. That's what lives beneath the surface. And most people will do anything to avoid facing it. But the longer you avoid it, the louder it gets. In your mind, in your body, in your relationships, in your finances, in your dreams. And eventually, you wake up one day and realize you've survived your whole life, but never really lived it. Because the version of you that was meant to be free was buried under endless distractions. So what's the way out? Not productivity hacks, not app blockers, not guilt. The way out is presence. It's radical self-honesty. It's turning the noise off. It's learning how to be with yourself without trying to escape. It's remembering who you are underneath all the conditioning. Because once you reconnect to your truth, distraction becomes uncomfortable, numbing becomes boring, and silence becomes sacred. You stop running, and you start reclaiming your time, your energy, your mind, your purpose. You stop being a consumer of content and become a creator of reality. You realize you don't need to escape the moment, because the moment itself becomes your portal. This is the work. Not glamorous, not loud, not trending, but transformational. Because once you face what you've been avoiding, distraction loses its grip, and presence becomes your superpower. If you felt something stirring inside you during this video, that's your higher self knocking. Answer it. This is the path we walk at the UAKU, the Universal Academy of Knowledge and Understanding. We don't run from discomfort, we use it to awaken. We don't numb out, we turn inward. And we don't waste this life chasing illusions. We study the source code and remember who we are. If you're ready to go deeper, the links in the description are portals, tools to help you return to the center of your being. Until next time, protect your time, honor your attention, and stop running from the one thing that can truly set you free: you.